Good morning. You know what it is. Thursday morning right now going down. Good morning mix. DJ Lalo is in the building. Trey Koo is in the building. Deanna K is in the building. Big Bree is in the building. What's up with the team?
Good morning.
I'm good. I'm in a good mood. I've been listening to my old school Gucci, so I've been hyped this morning.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He gonna say yeah. But it's Thursday morning, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. 86 degrees today, man. Should be a beautiful day. We got a lot of topics to cover today. From the Jalen Walker thing all the way down to Brittany Griner, a couple things that we're going to cover. Celebrity news with my girl Deanna K. I am your man DJ Lalo. Let's get into this mix real fast, man. We'll be back with you in about 10-15, man, to start on the topics. You know exactly what it is, man. This is the Good Morning Mix going down right now. Let's get into it.
Speaker.
First up, Quelo Pesos, new shit. Let's get it.
Wake your ass up. It's the Good Morning Mix with DJ Lalo on Speaker Liquid Radio.
Get right, then get the rest on. It was hard cause all these niggas wanna do is impress these hoes. Feeling like I got the juice, I'm Q and get shit gone. By the time I turned 11, I was trained for the dough. Fell in love with get to it. All my life I seen a lot of niggas wanna get paid, but don't catch no plays. Better stay up on the bitch, this shit right here at your game. And I know you wanna do it, nigga, all for a name. Shit somewhere where it's booming, where my brother eat waste. Tryna turn your city out, what you gon' do when it rain? Ain't nobody looking out, probably why I never look for a handout. Ain't no mystery, I put them bands out. Quarter kicky, half a slab, got me all off in my bag. Niggas hate the way I drop my nuts and shot to the cash. If you know then why you wags, niggas doing third ball bad. Talk about that nigga never caught, you know what you had. Quarter kicky, half a slab, got me all off in my bag. Niggas hate the way I drop my nuts and shot to the cash. If you know then why you wags, niggas doing third ball bad. Talk about that nigga never caught, you know what you had. My life ain't never been a life you imagine. Shit, if you never take a risk, then you ain't never gon' pass them. Q over Q, this loyalty, you better ask him. I said a hit with my young illest nigga out of Nebraska. Shit, have you ever cut your finger just to say your last words? 200K, it was my tab. Bitch, I got good runs. Hit the rock or dapping up, the open hand ain't gon' last long. How the fuck is that your man? Big business never could stand on. All aboard this shit could really sell itself. Quality be over quantity, and boy, I stand on it. Used to ride around this bitch trying to get right with some fake ass homies. Eliminate the fuck shit, no 5K, quarter kicky, half a slab, got me all off in my bag. Niggas hate the way I drop my nuts and shot to the cash. If you know then why you wags, niggas doing third ball bad. Talk about that nigga never caught, you know what you had. Quarter kicky, half a slab, got me all off in my bag. Niggas hate the way I drop my nuts and shot to the cash. If you know then why you wags, niggas doing third ball bad. Talk about that nigga never caught, you know what you had.
Juice now.
Such a great way to start off the morning, man. Here go my man right here, King Loke. This one is called Keep Your Roses. Keep the Roses. You know what it is, man. DJ Lalo, let's get into it.
Keep the roses, I ain't in the flowers unless they came back and sealed with a brick of powder. I expect my respect, money, and the power. You would demand it, you give you was a friend of ours. Keep the roses, I ain't in the flowers unless they came back and sealed with a brick of powder. I expect my respect, money, and the power. You would demand it, you if you was a friend of ours. Acting Ohio state of mind. I don't know about them, my bio's full of crime. Potent grind, smell the product from the porch. Babies getting dropped off like they came from the store. Knife and fork, when you show up to your chair. Nobody's bigger than the cause, the table's always been here. My nigga, cheers, we come from them have-nots. 100 years if they find us in a stash spot. No tears, we shed enough of them starving. Jug of water in the fridge with a stick of margin. I ain't borrowing, killer, I would rather rob them. Seems like when you get a favor, niggas always talking. Tired of walking, then it's time to run it up. Accumulating a lot of stuff, but I ain't done enough. Till I'm like LJ naming gold cursive on the truck. To put my niggas on, I fuck off $1 million. Keep the roses, I ain't in the flowers unless they came back and sealed with a brick of powder. I expect my respect. You with the minute, you flowers. Keep the roses, I ain't in the flowers. Unless they came vacuum sealed with a brick of powder. I expect my respect, money, and the power. You would demand it too if you was a friend of ours.
Yeah, now I can smell it in the air. Repressing bricks got it foggy up in here. Silences on bank shots fired, couldn't hear. Turned through the 6, now I got 3 pairs. Till I leave this earth, soldier on the field. Was taught to shoot first, that's just the way it is. I'm a pharmacist, got all kind of meds. Be in the game ball.
Shouts out to Fly Jones, let's go.
Back and forth. All day, ping pong. Gave a bitch a Chinese name, one long gun. I'm in the foreign out this bitch, it's like my 10th one. Grab $1 billion out the trenches, then I be done. I'm a hustler in the streets, I swear God sent. Apply pressure, not in date, niggas send a blitz. Ain't no playing with this pistol when it got a switch. All I want for Christmas is fish scale mix.
Keep the roses, I ain't in the flowers. Unless they came vacuum sealed with a brick of powder. I expect my respect, money, and the power. You would demand it too if you was a friend of ours. Keep the roses, I ain't in the flowers. Unless they came vacuum sealed with a brick of powder. I expect my respect, money, and the power. You would demand it too if you was a friend of ours.
Can't sleep, have insomnia.
That was King Loc right there. We got a new one. Ain't that threezy? Can't do it.
Can't do it. And niggas can't do it. And I've been getting to it. Back then I felt like I was losing. Now that I'm on my name booming, and niggas can't do it. And niggas can't do it. Got me on demon time. I know every beat I hop on, I go psycho. And I know your money is very small, micro, your side hoe. Hit her from the back, she hit a high note. All my hitters with me stay strapped. G.I. Joe. Shooter got an all-white chop, call it albino. When it bang, it sound like classical music. Maestro, heard a youngin' was talking spicy. Was that a typo? Tough on the net, but when they see you, it's what's up, bro. Grim Reaper. So you know I do not play by the rules. Got some young hitters. I can get your son hit at school. Same nigga, since a young lost his first tooth. Same nigga, my nigga don't get confused. I've been getting to it. Back then I felt like I was losing. Now that I'm on my name moving, and niggas can't do it.
These niggas can't do it. Let's go.
I've been getting to it. Back then I felt like I was losing. Now that I'm on my name booming, and niggas can't do it. And niggas can't do it.
Shout out to WSOTF. Let's go.
Call my hit up. He'll pull up and offer me no side that wood. I don't hear no coughing. Hey, how it feel to see your loved one in the coffin? So I keep something long like the neck of an ostrich. Call my brother up. He'll pull up and offer me no side that wood. I don't hear no coughing. Hey, how it feel to see your loved one in the coffin? So I keep something long like the neck of an ostrich. To it. Back then I felt like I was losing. Now that I'm on my name moving, and niggas can't do it. And niggas can't do it. And I've been getting to it. Back then I felt like I was losing. Now that I'm on my name booming, and niggas can't do it. And niggas can't do it. Got me on demon time.
Money get murdered long way. I'm just trying to get further.
Shouts out to my brother F1.
That you never heard of.
New shit, let's go.
That's why niggas turned up. Sex, money, and murder came a long way. I'm just trying to get further. Seen and done some things that you never heard of. Somehow I made it through. That's why niggas they turned up. The lifestyle we live, but get the average guy the blues. Washing our clothes in the tub, hoping they dry before school. Walking through 2 feet of snow, big holes in my shoes. Couldn't wait to get to class to act a motherfucking fool. My favorite subject was lunch, cause at home it wasn't no food. Just opening up the fridge to put me in a bad mood. Daddy died when I was 10. Mama did the best that she could do. My past was just a blur. I'm trying to readjust my view. Nobody really cared. Well, maybe just a few. My Anna Medina and grandma can't forget about Uncle Boot. Shit, I was sitting on the stoop watching Eric shoot hoops in a pair of pro wangs. They was white, red, and blue, but somehow I made it through, nigga. Sex, money, and murder. I came a long way. I'm just trying to get further. I seen and done some things that you never heard of. Somehow I made it through. That's why niggas they turned up. Sex, money, and murder. Came a long way, I'm just trying to get further. Seen and done some things that you never heard of. Somehow I made it through, that's why niggas, they turned up. I was 12 years old when I started selling crack. Big Box fronted me and Ernie Howe, this is a fact. Told us when we made $100, bringing $80 back. I was in the 7th grade, running in and out the trap. Shit, of course I had a strap. Them older niggas used to jack, but they never tried me at all. Extra minutes about my scratch, wanted to be an athlete, but the streets had me attached. They locked me up as a juvie. I slept with roaches and rats. Made a lot of bad decisions, carrying burdens on my back. What good is it scoring a touchdown when there's no one there to clap? I ain't wanna write no diary, so I put it in a rap. Had a pocket full of change and transformed it into racks. Under abnormal conditions, I managed to persevere. Put my right hand to the sky, thanking God I'm still here. Could have been a hashtag of doing life behind the wall. Pride comes before the fall. As a man, I evolved, and somehow I made it through, nigga. Sex, money, and murder. I came a long way, I'm just trying to get further. I seen and done some things that you never heard of. Somehow I made it through, that's why niggas, they turned up. Sex, money, and murder. Came a long way, I'm just trying to get further. Seen and done some things that you never heard of. Somehow I made it through, that's why niggas, they turned up.
Good morning, man. It's going down right now. DJ Lalo is in the building, man. Thursday morning. Hope you're waking up to a beautiful day, man. Hope your day becomes beautiful, man. You know exactly what it is, man. Whole team is in the building like we already stated. Got a lot of topics to talk about today, including, let's start off with the Jalen Walker thing and the protest, man. Trey Cool,
let's start off by why I got to be at the top? Why the logo in my face?
Nigga,
can we move the logo to the bottom of the screen?
No,
please?
you can't.
Because
you're ugly.
Goodness.
Are you okay
what I mean?
today?
Yeah.
What's the point of me even being on the damn thing? If you can't even see my face, am I a football player?
Yeah, you are.
This is crazy. I'm not in the NFL, brother. I'm on the Speaker Leaguers podcast.
We're gonna have to move the logo to the down to the left corner.
Is that better for you right there, man? You know what I mean? Just move your head over, man. I can't even see your head already. You chopped off. You chopped your own head off.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Yeah. But either way, man, this week a lot of things happened, man. The Jalen Walker protests.
Yeah, all right.
My head was cut off in the screen too. I was feeling like you, Trey. Try to make some adjustments.
In which they shut down a lot of the 4th of July festivities due to the protests and things happening, man. You was on the ground. How was that in the protest?
You know, it was successful. I made a statement Saturday that we can't fail as a city, man. You know, ain't no 4th of July. Ain't no 4th this year, you know what I'm saying? They fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? So Sunday it was powerful. You know, shout out to all the different groups that came from out of town just to support the Black Panthers, the moms who have had sons and children that have lost lives to police brutality and violence, for being there and being on the ground with us as well. Like I said, it was a good day on the afternoon, and then once night fell, the scene turned a little bit more uglier. You know what I mean? And got our point across, to say the least. And the fireworks and all that were canceled, and curfew was implemented. But you know what I'm saying? And that was goal for me, you know what I mean? Like I said, and we ain't celebrating this year. Not as a city. We got something to think about. We got something to talk about. Ain't no celebrations unless it's personal within your own little situation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Definitely shout out to all the groups that came up from the Black Panthers. I seen Jacob Blake's uncle was out there. Breonna Taylor's aunt was out there. The national coverage that is getting from the president down to the big podcast that we watch, like Revolt and Vlad TV announcing Jalen Walker's name. So his name is definitely going to be remembered. Outside of that, man, I seen since that came out, I seen a lot of negative news about Akron police. Like they're not reporting their
Excessive force.
excessive force cases. One, we seen video of excessive force after the Jalen Walker situation. You know what I mean? As a city, we've been dealing with this for years. You know what I mean? It's now coming to a national forefront. You know what I mean? From my man Rock Nitty, who was said to be killed by the police as well. How do we move as a people? And you know, with the parents of Jalen Walker calling for peaceful protests. You know what I mean? And what's funny, man, we were supposed to have my man on here. One of his uncles, my man Meech, was supposed to come on the show today. I don't know what happened this morning. He probably didn't wake up. You know what I mean, or something like that. But he was supposed to be on the show.
Oh Lord!
You know what I mean?
Don't
I called him like,
don't say that.
what?
Huh?
Say what?
You didn't wake up, brother. I mean, it's not, bro.
Oh,
I said probably he didn't. I called him like 2 or 3 times because you know what I mean. He usually answers, but I guess he probably be asleep or something.
I can't stand to lose another brother.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, man, how do we grow as a people, and how what's the next steps in we're taking to continue this make sure that we get the right justice for Jalen?
Well, first and foremost, both things that you were talking about, the police brutality, Akron police not reporting their data to the database, as well as the recent incident with the the young boy who was beat up by the police. One was actually a juvenile, one was actually an adult. You can check out dnk.net for both of those stories.
Shit was we got them two, and then we got the guy downtown by the stadium that got jumped on.
Yeah, I think I shared that video, and I heard Jacob Blake's father was arrested as well. I don't know if it was last night
last night
during a protest in Akron as well.
Yeah, we was down there once again back on ground zero. We was down there, and you know, it's just we as organizers and protesters, we just need to fully understand our rights and what we can and can't do, because you know, once they come out, we get into a situation where, you know, are we wrong? You know, like you know, like
I feel we need like our own police agency. Like that would be like, to me in my eyes, that would be like the first next step. Like I know people are angry and they're upset, but I feel like everybody need to like take a breath. Everybody needs to breathe.
You don't need to go down there and get hurt.
Yeah, we all need to relax. And I feel like as a people, as Akron, since we can't be protected by our own police, these agencies need to come together and form, like, I mean, like of course the Black Panther, but an actual another police force that can protect the people and, you know, make sure we're safe, because we don't want everybody to get arrested, because this is first and foremost. And this is what I had to think about. If all the men go out and they get arrested, right? All the women and children at this point are vulnerable. If you think they're not going to come attack the women and the children, you will hope they won't. But the reality of the situation is they're now not being guarded. They are now not being safe because they didn't got all the men. They didn't arrested everybody. You know what I mean? So it's like we need to figure out a strategy in different ways, in a actual plan that's going to work. And like each organization needs to come together, because I've seen it's a lot of coming together and togetherness, and so far so good. But we don't want to get to that point where somebody wants to be in charge. Like, you know how that gets with our people. Somebody got to be the number one head honcho. We all need to make sure we all remember our roles that we play, and remember that they're all important, and to not start going against each other, and come up with an actual strategy. Because now what's next? Like you said, like, okay, of course, I'm pretty sure they're going to have a funeral for him. I did hear that President Joe Biden, he spoke on it. He's actually having an agency investigating the case as well, to look into different. FBI. Yeah, the FBI is going to look into it, and they're going to look into Akron Police Department. But we don't want a few months from now for this, and like this, what is, I'm trying to use the word, like hot, the I'm trying to think. The word like y'all motivation. We don't want that to die down.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like a strategy and a plan should be next. Like definitely, like we need to strategize, we need to organize, and we need to figure out a plan. And we need to figure out how to arm ourselves. I know
Man,
it's
that's a big topic because last night after the rally, one of my guys that was out there, he spoke on that and he said, we need that presence like the Black Panthers, because the little shit that they do, they wouldn't do
right.
if they're met with force. If force was met with force, we just sitting in that motherfucker and we chilling. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna make a move unless
Yeah, I
somebody
mean,
really ready to make a move.
you're
Out this
right.
motherfucker.
Right.
So yeah, then this morning I actually got a call from one of our coworkers saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen the video, I'm upset. What can I do? Uh, where's the link? I got a link for some gas masks. Blase. We need to
Right.
figure this out because they shouldn't be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And if we had this and this and this,
In place,
they wouldn't do that.
wouldn't
Right.
do that.
Right.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like this hit home because like these police, man, they need to be held accountable for their actions, man. When they take the excessive force in which they do against a minor traffic stop, kid actually fled, and if he had a gun or not, he shouldn't have been gunned down. It's 90 shots, 60 shot 60 times. Um, and like you said, man, these police are running wild, and they're kind of like vigilante status, man. You shoot somebody, you laugh about it later. I mean,
It's like
that actually happened down in Columbus. My Casey
Yeah.
Gilsey.
It's like they
federal
taking their
case.
anger and their rage and frustration out on the people because people from Akron have actually been pulling up receipts of similar cases. It was actually a white girl who actually was in the same damn near identical predicament he was in. She took the police on the high speed chase. She actually had a weapon in her possession. She had priors, meaning she had a history, a criminal record, and she ran, got out the car, jumped in her car. She ran, and they actually got her, arrested her, and she was taken in safely. And she will get her chance and have her day in court. And it was literally the same situation. Like they put it side by side. I got everything screenshot, all update of like what's going on and everything. Because people been laying out facts, like lots of facts, like you said. The Rock Nitty guy, he was actually killed as well. His family have been speaking up. I've seen a lot of other my Facebook friends bringing up their family members, like shit. Don't forget about this person. Now it's like a list. Like now I feel like the investigators, they're gonna go back and look at them cases. Because everybody's bringing them to this attention. It's like we can't sit up here and say it's not about race when at the end of the day a white person can do the exact same crime and have a different outcome versus a black person. And I think people are missing a point where we're not, as far as like him in a situation that happened, like, oh, why didn't you pull over? Why didn't he stop? Okay, we get all that. Unfortunately, we will never know that because they killed him.
Yeah.
And
The crazy part about it, I don't mean to cut you off, but the crazy part about it is it doesn't matter what happened. He was outgunned, outmanned, everything, and there was no reason for 90 shots to be let off.
and that was about to be my
You know
point
what I mean?
before
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I didn't mean to
chop
slice you
me.
off and everything. Outside of that, also though, I wanted to put it in place that one thing that stood out to me about when the police chief spoke, he said their training is off. This is why a lot of people call police reform, because they're being trained to do this. Like one night you see them punching on the black guy. Last night you see them punching on Jacob Blake's and them father and them. You know what I mean? They're trained. This is part of their training, which calls for police reform. Also, we need gun reform. You know what I mean? The law that they just passed is a death certificate. You know what I mean? When you don't have to have a license to carry a gun and everything. That's a death certificate.
Because at this point, they're going to assume everybody got a gun.
Yeah. So as soon as they see you with a gun, their first thing is to shoot now. You know what I mean? So that's a death trap waiting to happen. You know what I mean?
And an officer at another precinct, he actually admitted that when they do target practice, they actually use pictures of black males,
in
and he
Detroit.
apologized for that. When they do their shooting practices, he was
No, he
using black
apologized.
males
No, we apologize. I'm
as the
sorry for that.
practice.
I'm
So
sorry.
it's definitely like in their minds,
Forgive
like,
us.
if you see a kill him, like threat, like,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
and
it's a
you shouldn't be
psychological
trained
form
to do that,
of
because at the
retaliation.
end of the day it was overkill. Like, as far as like what I was saying, like, people are trying to bring up all these unnecessary facts about what happened, and it's the simple fact is 90 shots is overkill. Somebody reloaded. Not only that, it was more than 90 shots, because I have an actual picture of a close-up. One tag read 95. And somebody actually do a picture of a young boy, and it showed 60 shots.
Right.
And in the video, you see his body was moving, and just it looked like some shit off of a movie. Like, it was overkill at the end of the day. Nothing could justify
If
the
you could
fact that it
take
didn't
in-
take that much
If you
to get him down.
Yeah, if you could take in a white shooter who's aiming at the parades, has a knife in his hand, and y'all could take him in peacefully, y'all could have took that black man in peacefully. You know what I mean? Y'all could have stun gunned him, whatever.
I mean, for I don't know, it's just so much there. So I mean, you deploy the taser, so at that point you don't feel like your life is in danger. So you deploy the taser, but then
whatever happened to the beanbag guns?
And then a few seconds later, you feel like your life.
I mean,
you're repeatedly telling the man to put his hands up, So then when he turns around to do so, coming from the waist up, he gets lit the fuck up. So it's like, just keep running, fellas.
Right.
Very
But
contradictory.
you see all these. You see all these
Just keep
videos.
running, fellas.
You see all these.
Keep running.
Yeah, you see all these videos of when they arrest a white person. You know what I mean? Remember that one white person who was attacking the police? He had weapons. They did not shoot this guy. You know what I mean? But as soon as a black person give any type of resistance, pop, 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 pop. You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't find your taser or something like that.
Yo, instant.
And,
like,
you know,
a lot of people, they were showing like how police, when they walk up, different videos, like, your hand already on your gun. Like, damn, you're too, like, I get
Too
it.
ready.
Yeah, it's like, I get it. It's a life or death situation. Because being a
Yeah.
police officer, that's a hard job. I
Yeah.
mean,
And you know, and yes, it is. So you know what I mean? Like,
you got to be quick on your feet, though.
I was,
But it's a difference between being quick on your feet and just
at
out
the end
here
of the day,
killing
At the
people.
end of the day, these cops should not be able to kill anyone. They're violating the constitutional right of all human that you should not kill. You know, so and if your life is not in threat, I mean that's the amendment. I mean that's the constitutional rights.
I mean, how long does it take for you to realize your life is in
But
danger?
see, my thing is, employee. I think they're so quick to reach for their gun instead of everything else on their waist belt that they can use. You know what I mean? The first thing they go for is their gun. You need to start employing that stun gun first. You know what I mean? That should be the first thing you reach for.
I mean,
that.
in this instance, they did. But I mean, I'm a broad thinker. I look at both sides of the spectrum as much as possible. I try not to get into a one-way train of thought. You know what I mean? So, for the fact, or not necessarily the fact, at this point, it's a allegation. We don't know about the gunshot that actually came out the door.
Yeah, nobody knows.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know about the ballistics, the gunpowder, we don't
that
know.
picture definitely looked at stage. Because
So-
I got a question.
Yeah, so,
I've seen a lot of stage things.
Yeah, so
Things that look staged, and I'm a graphic designer. I know.
So
You know what I mean? I know. I've seen a lot of stage. The video was edited.
Yeah, so
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we
Wrong
don't-
camera being shown.
Right. So we don't know exactly, their thought process. So at this point, shot fire, boom, he has a gun, and mentally in their head, he has a gun. So yes, they're ready, on the ready with their guns, of course. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fault them for that. You know what I'm saying? For being ready with their particular weapons or whatever. My whole fault is, being so quick and the rapid fire from everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's the lead in this particular situation? Like, I mean,
And you heard him
Even
saying,
when it-
cease fire, cease
Yeah,
fire.
even
They
with
just
him on the ground,
laying rounds off.
they was still shooting.
yeah, as soon as he dropped, I mean, like, it was no.
It takes one bullet to make a man drop.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
we still squeeze. We ain't even looking to make sure.
Like they just died. The one dude almost shot the damn officer. He was about to run into dude's gunfire. How thirsty he was to get up there and start letting off some rounds.
Like a real like that man was not a real threat. He might have posed a threat, but being a threat is just out of the question.
Right.
You know.
And then as far as I have a question, like I don't know if y'all shoot guns or anything like that, but
do a little sign.
You know, okay, boom. Even if they say his gun was fired outside of his vehicle, and then they showed us that picture with the gun and the clip. If he just fired the gun, wouldn't the gun be too hot for you to take the clip out? Wouldn't it burn you? Or
No.
Okay, because that's my questions I had, and I'm not no.
I mean,
gun
it looked like
expert,
the
so
clip was full actually.
It did look full, but I'm thinking like after you discharge your weapon, like it would be hot, like it would be like, oh, I can't take.
No.
Okay.
It's still no reason, and there's still no reason for that much excessive force.
Oh,
even if you shot him once the let's say up to 3 times. You know what I mean? 90, 60 shots hit you, and you still, you know what I mean? Like I say, you still laying on the ground shooting. Just terrible for it's a black cloud over our city at this moment. You know what I mean? But we're gonna keep it rolling, man. We're gonna get back into some music right now. We'll be right back with either the sports or Deanna K show, you know, giving us that celebrity gossip. Let's get back into this music. I am your man, DJ Lalo. Let's go.
They don't know you, man.
Wake your ass up. It's the Good Morning Mix with DJ Lalo on Squeaker Leakers Radio every Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. Tune in.
Nigga, I'm a player by nature.
See, I'm a player by nature. This shit was written in my jeans. I guess that's why these niggas hate on me. Dripping flavor every day of the week. See, I'm a player by nature. This shit was written in my jeans. I guess that's why these niggas hate on me. Dripping flavor every day of the week. Woke up this morning feeling like 1 meal. Hit a bitch, then roll 2 blunts straight out the vacuum seal. Hit the shower, my bitch whipping, smell the food hitting. Made deposit, hit my phone, I'm blessed to say I'm winning. Smoking on some petrol, feeling like Metro. Trying to get like future, so I'm on Pluto. She want a cup of nigga, I can't do no relations. Told her it's cool like this, baby, don't make it complicated. Now I'm riding 35 and go to make a profit. Going 80 and a 6 and I don't plan on stopping. I'm on the T-steaks, sweats and some lava J's. First cut, this is fuck like some Frito-Lays. See, I'm a player by nature. This shit was written in my jeans. I guess that's why these niggas hate on me. Dripping flavor every day of the week. See, I'm a player by nature. This shit was written in my jeans. I guess that's why these niggas hate on me. Dripping flavor every day of the week. Addicted to this money like it's Chick-fil-A. Never been inside, man, I'm the ace of spades. Women say I got a pretty ass smile, they make these girls go wild. Hands on your man and say, boy, you a problem child. 14 karat gold on my neck, is a wrist, all real certified. Nigga, check the stamp print, I'm legit. But let's look the script, I'ma change up the flow. Real stiff, young nigga won't change for a hoe. Stay down for my brothers, love them like no other. Whatever I eat, they eating the same. Since 18, nigga, they knew my name. Been popping my shit for 5 years, nigga. I went through go from my name, got bigger, said I went shit, now I'm that nigga. Crazy how life works, oh well, go figure. They prayed I would feel, wonder how they figure. I want no one new home, new figures. I ain't got no money, I can't deal with. See, I'm a player by nature. This shit was written in my jeans. I guess that's why these niggas hate on me. Dripping flavor every day of the week. See, I'm a player by nature. This shit was in my jeans. I guess that's why these niggas hate on me. Dripping flavor every day of the week.
Top now, she love how I'm flexing. Damn, her nigga mad, cause it's me that she texting. And I bought that bitch a bag, filled it up when she's stressing. Part of me, I got it bad, gotta walk out. Just like we playing Tekken. She treat the bed like it's an altar, she nicknamed me the Reverend. She done drained up all my energy, treat it like a beverage. And there's a couple racks up on me, I see why I'm her preference. Just watch how I switch it up, throw on the beat and I eat it up. I took his bitch and I beat it up. If you want smoke, then the heat is up. Walk to the club and we tee it up. If you a land, then we tee it up. On the come up, gotta speed it up. On bigger bucks, try to even up.
Pass me the torch, I can't ignore. Shit, she knocked on my door, I had to ignore.
The cops in the back, I'm a floor. It say the wrong thing, you meet the morgue, bitch. Hammers gon' bang, now they mourn. I need that thing in the morning.
Forever the guys, that's her type. Yeah, they happy alright, I know they like this.
8 flavors, I got it. 230s, they stuffed in my pocket. No Migo, I take off. She choke like BG in the playoff. Baltimore said now he lost. You on the corner and then you a boss. No, you ain't sorry, you mad that you caught. I said them Bacardi and now I'm cross. No, you can't see me, so now I shall lost. Top now, she love how I'm flexing. Damn, her nigga mad, cause it's me that she texting. And I bought that bitch a bag, filled it up when she stressing. Part of me, I got it bad, gotta watch how I'm stepping.
Speaker leakers.
Wake your ass up. It's the Good Morning Mix with DJ Laylo on Speaker Leakers Radio every Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m.
Tune in. Fuck nigga free. Run my fuck nigga feet. Talking about you trapping, your shit may be cheap. We'll go cross your head for a peep. I got hit hoe, she down on her knee. Like Megan Thee Stallion and freak. I just can't stop it like it was free. Cause I ran it back up in a week. Don't you go bother, do you on my feet? My pocket got stung by a beat. I keep the blue with the blue and the pink with the pink. When I spread it, my shit looking neat. I ride the digging suit with the reed. Got some money, but still in the street. I'm a real Evandale nigga, free bleak. Popeyes and Reddits, I want something to eat. Walk in the room and I smell like the bowl. My niggas strapped up like a bowl. Real pimp shit, so I stick to the code. Make these hoes get it off the float. Catching players in the A Julio. All the way down the field till I score. Round around, get my dick sucked in the goals. All the perf out to run out the road. Hit them all and buy shit till they close. I like the ball and talk shit in my show. I might buy the thing I mold. Ordering orders a fireworks show. Try to rap me, we in the show. Bitch, I'm popping like grease on the stove. They can't stop it, so anything goes. Bitch, we be all out of town with them poles. I got them rats and that shit I can't have. Hit the trap with a hook in the jail. Know they like how I put it together. That young nigga kicking this shit like fair. Doing the dance, I get on the slab. Finna pick up this hoe from the cab. When I fuck her, she sip on my hustle. That hoe, she be getting the script for the tail. Walk in the room and I smell like the bowl. My niggas strapped up like your bowl. Real pimp shit, so I stick to the code. Make these hoes get it off the float. Catching players in the A Julio. All the way down the field till I score. Round around, get my dick sucked in the goals. All the perf out to run out the road. Walk in the room and I smell like the bowl. My niggas strapped up like your bowl. Real pimp shit, so I stick to the code. Make these hoes get it off the float. Catching players in the A Julio. All the way down the field till I score. Round around, get my dick sucked in the goals. All the perf out to run out the road.
Speaker Leakers. You already know what's going on. Speaker Leakers each and every Thursday morning via Nerve DJs Radio. I am Trey Cool, host of the Millennium. I got my dog DJ Laylo, more than the DJ in the building. Big Bree, Mr. Sports himself. Of course,
Millennium is that.
The whole shot, the motherfucking 2000s. The 2000s.
You sure it wasn't in a decade?
Nah, it was, you know what I'm saying? No, yeah.
I hate him back with his own.
We already did that. You know what I'm saying? That was 2000, 2010. And then we went from 2010. Well, actually, let me not lie, because I didn't get into the game until about 2008. So 2010 to 2020, that decade was cleared. You know what I'm saying? So now, since we out of that, of course, what can we do but keep it rocking for another 1,000 years?
You never know. If you want to get put in metaverse, you might be.
Yeah, what is that? What is that? What I still gotta research that. So
yeah,
is it like somebody has done it yet? I don't know. Is this a thought?
They're gonna take your soul and put it in.
Is this a thought?
digital world.
Is this a
Yeah,
thought
it's
or
an
someone has
avatar
actually
or
tried?
Nah, they doing this.
They doing it.
Experimental.
But somebody has tried.
I gotta get the facts on that part, but
Somebody cut your game off, you over with. Your
Uh,
battery died.
your battery died. I don't know. They
You
said
just
the
be
world
froze
is
until they charge
going
up.
to
What
change.
if they switch the game?
I mean, with the
You
video
just stuck in
games,
that bed.
I mean, they create.
Like, damn, somebody turn this game back on.
They never
what-
play
what-
with you again.
Don't they have like the My Player? You can rate
Yeah,
yourself?
that's how they doing it. It's the
Yeah,
same thing.
that's like the ideal of what they.
Everything leads up to something, and they started with that, and they just trying to advance it more and more and more.
I hear it's crazy in that metaverse though.
running
Man.
around the city.
They've been playing with. They
I
trying.
know it's man. I know
don't
it's
know,
hella.
man.
You know, and it's just it may come across as insensitive, but I know that for all these mass shootings going on in the real world, I know motherfuckers are going berserk crazy out there in the metaverse.
Man, I'm pretty sure of it.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, sure.
They acting a fucking ass out in that metaverse.
If you play Grand Theft
But I'd rather
Auto-
you do that.
Hey, don't do Grand Theft Auto.
If you play Grand Theft Auto,
I mean, do you
Call of Duty is worse.
Bree, do you
it's more city based.
I mean, and I don't take away from the notion that a lot of what's going on and a lot of uptick in the violence has come from the
mark of the beast.
Brain,
Which is the internet.
the brainwashing, quote unquote, from the video games, the Call of Duties, the GTAs, because a lot of this shit is you just the mother.
No,
man,
you know what's crazy? Life looks like a video
this
game right now.
Y'all,
you know, it's
y'all
all
seen the
love.
new Jumanji? Okay, so the new Jumanji with Kevin Hart, it's old now, but Jumanji is with The Rock and Kevin Hart. That's the type of shit they're gonna try to do. Basically, like that, how they was inserted into the game and they had their players.
Yeah. I mean, you can be influenced by something, but motivation is within itself. Like as a female, I heard a lot of females say, "Hey, I seen this girl. She a stripper. She makes $4,000-5,000 a weekend, but I ain't gonna do it because my morals is right." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot
That's
of people
basically-
probably don't got their own morals and identity. That's the thing. They're just following a trend and trying to be somebody that they not. They getting so lost and they don't even know who they are.
Life looks like a video game right
now. No,
Shit,
what I'm,
we are for all we know, we could be in a stimulated video game. How we know we not?
But what I'm trying to get at is now
game of life is.
Do you see?
It's part of society.
Do you see the damn guns that they caught off the? I mean, like it's all love, but goddamn, these little niggas out here, they got the AK for. You see that motherfucking gun?
Bigger than them,
man. You see this shit?
I'm trying to figure out who they got war with.
They got the Glock with the switch on that motherfucker. They ain't playing out here. You hear me? So
we need all them people to come and protect.
This is Call of Duty in the flesh.
That's what they need to do.
Yeah, man, I seen that kid, the dude Charleston White on New Year's. He said, "Man, I'm coming out with." He had a big banana clip on his
man.
head.
Come protect and serve the community. How about that?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Get your vest. You can bring your big guns.
You hear me, right?
Come serve and protect. You see how the police was in front of that. We need
we
them
need-
people
yeah,
with
we
the
need-
big guns
yeah,
in front of the
you know what I'm
protesters,
saying?
in front of the people.
Yeah, we
Because
need
y'all
that.
look dangerous.
Yeah, we
now. I don't mean to cut everybody
I'm
off, but we got 12 minutes in here. We got to roll through this, man. So we need to get into one
Oh,
of them, man.
shit.
Yeah, we rolling. We just
Big
over here
Bree.
conversating.
Big
Bree
Bree,
on sports. Let's get it.
All right, man. So you know I do my champion of the week. Israel Adesanya defeated Kanye UFC 276. Man, the last style bender. Man, he keep doing this thing. You big up to him.
I seen that fight,
middleweight
too.
Champions, man. He's 23-1, man. Only time he got defeated was, like I said, he stepped up trying to get the belt in the next weight class, which but he's still doing this thing, man. So big up to Adesanya. Man, some history that came down. I ain't gonna say history, but if y'all don't know, y'all slept over that. The Browns have traded Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's out of here. They finally got rid of him.
you know, when people make moves, things happen. And so I'm sure Deshaun Watson, he's gonna be settled in. Jacoby Brissett, they're gonna settle in. But they traded him to the Panthers, man.
What they get in return?
They
A
got
fifth round pick.
They got a fourth or fifth round draft.
Damn, that's disrespectful.
The Panthers are.
It is.
They got to pay $4.85 million of Baker's
and we pay 10.
salary. And the Browns
He did not
have
have
incentives go from there.
Hey, but just to touch on that real quick, man, I did post something that says the NFL found no evidence of anything happening with Deshaun Watson, but they're still trying to suspend him for a year. So, yeah, just to touch on that news. And with the Baker Mayfield thing, everybody crying, oh, Baker, he was one of we haven't had a quarterback since Bernie Kosar. So he deserves a place in Cleveland history. But at the same time, they didn't forget that Baker was asking for a trade, and he's trying to if he didn't get a new deal. You know what I mean? That's why they pursued Deshaun Watson that fast.
What we got next?
Hey, this is facts.
We talking about Baker Mayfield.
NHL, man. They have hired a former player, Mike Greer, as the first GM of the San Jose Sharks. I know I'll touch on the NFL.
First black guy.
But he's a black guy, 47 years old. He, like I said, he was a former player for the franchise. So big ups to the NHL making their moves. I mean, I seen his speech, man. It was really, I say, professional the way he came in. You know, about a lot of black people getting jobs inside the NHL front office and things like that. They'll have the NHL draft tonight. It's in Montreal.
I'll never watch it.
22. I mean, it's NHL, man. So if you're a hockey player, man, you know, everybody get a bag somehow. So those kids will be, you know, happy tonight when they get drafted. Let's see. LA are looking to join the Big Ten, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be big.
So, man, with a lot of the Pac-12 situations, you know, obligations on certain pay criteria, things like that.
That NIL made them change their format.
Yeah. So they're trying to make the Big Ten a big tech. Yeah, I mean, it's already a big conference with me. I'm a Buckeye myself, but they're trying to compare.
Be very competitive.
So, man, just another things, man. I'm a all-around sports guy, man. If y'all been checking out the Wimbledon, you know, the Nadal and Djokovic, man, I think they're going to end up in the championship. If y'all watch the Wimbledon, it goes down in the UK. It's a big event, tennis. Serena, man, I think she went out the first round. She's 40 years old. Big up to her, like, again, man, for the women. We do have some women from the U.S. that's, you know, looking good in the tournament.
Coco.
Yep, Coco, she's doing well. He touched on this weekend, man. There was a weekend basketball tournament, St. Vincent St. Mary. Coach Drew George, he threw. I actually checked it out, man. LeBron, his team, the Blue Chips, came in town. Although he was coaching against several of the teams that came in the tournament. Big up to Bronny James, man. I actually seen him live for the first time play. Kid can actually ball, man. Alley oops, dunking off the dribble, and big up to him. It was my cousin Jonathan Powell. He played in one of the games against him. He did okay, you know. But big up, it was for kids, man. It's a tournament. A lot of prospect, you know. A lot of celebrities came out. A lot of I can't even think.
It's all good.
It's all good.
It was a big event for the kids, man. So hopefully they get opportunity to get in college.
What else we got on the wrap up?
So we talked about Brittany Griner, you know, her obligations with being locked up overseas. Her letter finally reached the president. I just acknowledging her status of being incarcerated, and you know her wife touched on, you know, how it feels, you know. I guess, you know, being locked up based on the situation. I think they're just trying to make a statement over there, trying to make some type of deal.
That was terrible timing, man. That's
one of our athletes. So yeah, it's just a sad story. She's been locked up about 4 or 5 months now.
Yep.
Yeah. I think they're just trying to make a political statement, man. So hopefully she can get to come home soon.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man.
That's Big Bree with sports, man.
That's what's up, man. Y'all just heard Big Bree with the sports. We're going to keep it rolling, though, man. Deanna K Show is right here, man, with the celebrity gossip. What's up, Deanna?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a lot going on. Of course, Akron has been making headlines in the news. We touched on it earlier. I personally want to thank everybody for all the support they've been giving Akron. I know I've been posting a lot of stuff on my Instagram. Make sure you guys follow me. My name's down there to keep up with all the updates. I had people from Columbus. They marched for Jalen. I had a lady. I posted something from LA. She told me she's still with us. They had stuff going on out there, so I'm very appreciative of everybody. If anybody is interested in helping more or figuring out what you can do, make sure you guys look up the Freedom Block. They're on Instagram and they're on Facebook. They're locally in Akron, and they have been one of the organizations that have been fighting with Jalen Walker's family. They've been at the press conferences. They've held different protests. So if you guys want to get active and helpful, that's an organization that is something that you can reach out to. They're a good one. What's going on? Big congratulations on the more positive side. Glorilla, my bad. Sorry. Real name Gloria has signed to CMG. Gotti did sign her. They both are from Memphis. He gave her 500K sign-on bonus. They was in the jet. She was with her friends. I have a story on dnk.net talking about her struggles and her just basically her trials and her tribulations, what got her to where she is today. So she definitely said it didn't happen overnight. She definitely bought hard for what she wanted. The Tiny Table with Usher was released recently. And if you're an Usher fan, I think you should check it out. It was actually amazing. I like the fact that he yes, that was great. Eric, he brought out Eric, he sung the song and killed it. He also invited Vito with him. It was actually a great vibe. I personally like Usher and Vito and Eric, so it was definitely a good, nice tune. Kenneth Petty, my apologies. Nicki Minaj's husband. He actually recently got 3 years probation and 12 months of electric monitoring. He has to also pay a $55,000 fine for violating not registering as a sex offender for his old case back in like the 90s.
Yeah,
so
still there, bro.
he was supposed to, when he got out and released, one of his obligations was to register as a sex offender. He failed to register, got arrested. Of course, he made bond, and now that's settled. The person he has the case against did agree not to sue him in the state of California or any other state. They settled it's dumb, but since he didn't register as a sex offender, he has to face the consequences. He is allowed to travel, but he does have to ask permission from his PO, of course, before traveling. Wyo Melly is still in jail and he's locked up, but the judge did say he will not face the death penalty.
Oh, YNW Melly?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So for the killings of two of his friends, unfortunately, they said they're taking the death penalty off the table, but he can face other harsher punishments for his crime. Brittany Garner, like you said, Big Bree touched on that earlier. She is actually being detained till December. So that's why they're trying to get more focus on her. Blueface and Rock have been in the news with their toxic love story. Of course, you can follow them on their Instagram to see what is going on. It's definitely messy. What else we got going on? Yeah, he still does music, and he does his Blues Bad Girls Club. He airs it on his OnlyFans. He's actually making a lot of money off of it. They're like on season 4, I want to say.
Okay.
And she was like one of the girls from like 1 or 2, and they actually started messing around, and she ain't went nowhere. She's an artist as well, so she has music and stuff, but their love relationship is a bit toxic. She's the one who ended up getting
good love is hard to find,
with his mom, and she actually did an interview, and she said Blue told her to fight his mama. She said at first that's not what she was on. She did want to clear that up. Eric Holder.
Yeah.
The last thing he was.
What a round of applause that round.
Yeah, he definitely was guilty of first-degree murder for the death of Nipsey Hussle. So may he rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
Prayers and our deepest condolences to everyone who has lost somebody, and thank you guys for fighting and standing up for our rights. Also, to wrap it up real quick, A 10-year-old rape victim is actually being forced to have her child. And this is after Roe versus
They wouldn't let her go to
Wade.
Indiana.
She is not able
Wow.
to, wherever state she live in, they're not letting her travel out of her state
That's
to
crazy.
go get an abortion. She's 10 years old. She was, like I said, she's a rape victim.
Mhm.
So she wasn't just, intentionally
That shit
trying to
crazy.
get pregnant. Roe
Right.
versus Wade, due to that, she cannot get her pregnant. Check out dnk.net for more and follow me on Instagram.
Where can they find you at, DJ Lalo?
DJ Lalo, DJ LAYLO 330. Google me. Bree.
Breland Harper on Facebook, Breland Harper Senior on Twitter, Big Bree 02 on the gram.
You already know. DNK.net.
Of course, dnk.net and Deanna_K1 on Instagram.
TREK, you will get to know me as well. Speaking League _worldwide. That's on IG. We're out of here. Let's get